prepping to go for a quick run after a very long time. Let's see how that goes. Looks like the Gen Zs have ditched the invisible socks. So I don't know, I prefer these comfortable socks over invisible socks for my runs because I feel it just gives me a lot more cushion when I run. Yeah, I find it so difficult to go for runs or walks, not because they're tiring, but I get so distracted with all the things that I see and notice. Just stop in my tracks and forget the whole point. Or maybe that is the point of starting to notice things that you would probably miss. We have hurdles set up for us. It feels more like I'm going over hurdles than actually going for a run. Yeah. Like, for example, this gynoderma mushroom just sprouting out of nowhere on this tree surrounded by all this garbage just after the rains. So that's going to grow into something much bigger than what you just saw. And yeah, just these small little things that I love noticing. And I go on my walks. Like I'm ducking here right now because of the overgrowth. And it's almost like they've set up things on the road to kind of get you. Yeah, it's like an obstacle course. Here we are crossing the road. Good to see people following the traffic rules. Oh, I gotta dot some urine. And this obstacle, which is amazing garbage on the footpath, and then there is this hole which I'm gonna jump past. And this is how you cross the road. There's no traffic signal or anything, but yeah, it's quite interesting. We have some seniors also waiting for their turn. I don't know when, nobody's gonna stop for you, so you'll have to make your way. There you go. Cross. Wait again. And nobody's really gonna stop for you. You have to make your way out. Yeah. Sankey's entrance is under construction at the moment. Not sure what they're up to, but see a lot of concrete. And finally here, to a place where maybe you can get a few steps in without worrying about falling into a pit or stepping over shit. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but there you go. So let's see how it goes. This is probably one of my favorite places to get some steps in and to run. It's been close to I think 3-4 years since I've actually run. So let me see how that goes. See, this is the reason I find it so difficult to concentrate when I'm running. How can you run past this beautiful creature? She's just sitting there. Like I can't help but notice the reflection of the flying fox in the water. It looks really trippy. It's just amazing to kind of see these patterns, and this is the reason why I can't really get to running. So all those flying on top are actually flying foxes, a kind of bats, and it is about the twilight time, and that's when they get active. They're nocturnal, and I think they're all just slowly starting to come out. A wattled lapwing and a kingfisher there at the corner. Back to running now. I'm not sure how you guys influencers or people who create content make content, because do you actually leave your phone, run past it, and then come back and get it? I mean, I'm finding it really weird to do that. Can't get myself to put my phone, run back, and then run past it, make it look like I'm running. Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks on camera. Kudos to you guys. Look at, I think this is a species of chana, or the snakehead. Look at all the babies it's got. Isn't that amazing? Look at those eyes. My God. Whole bunch of cormorants that are nesting. You have a few juveniles, and then that's the nest. Fun fact about cormorants, they are water birds, but their feathers are not water resistant. So every time they take off or have to take off, they have to dry themselves to be able to get that lift. And that's a funny thing about them. So let's now get back to running. We'll probably usually run this whole perimeter. I think it's about 1K, the whole circumference of this lake. And yeah, not sure how much I'll be able to complete. And yeah, quick fact, I don't think a lot of people know about this in Sankey. So there are two levels to it. One you see at the narrow stretch, and then there's one on the top. So usually the narrow stretch is used for runners. It's meant for running, not really walking. And the top stretch is for walking. But people don't seem to care about that rule. It's not a rule, but I think it's suggested. So you could use this particular narrower path to do your runs. You will have people come in between like obstacles, but yeah, I don't think they know about this particular rule. So the narrower stretch is for running and for runners, and the one on top is for walking. Don't tell me this is how you do it. Should I consider getting one of those selfie tripods or whatever they are? Remind me of the Canadian geese I saw in Seattle gasworks. Fun fact, these guys can fly thousands of kilometers, miles to migrate and get to wherever they have to. I'm trying to see if I can do some stretches for the camera while people are walking past and giving me looks. I find it so difficult to focus. There's so many distractions at the moment. I've even forgotten what my warm-ups are supposed to be. Maybe I should consider a small tripod to kind of record all this. A hard realization, but yeah, looks like I've put on quite a lot of weight over the few months. I'd lost close to 10 kgs in the last year. I think I'm slowly putting that back on. So, yeah, I think I have to pay attention to my diet and get active again. Times I can't help but eavesdrop in people's conversations, even though it's in passing. Some very funny and interesting conversations that people tend to have on their walks. I just realized that this angle is making me look really bad. I think it's making my double chin visible. I think I should aim for this angle, but it's difficult to do when you're trying to run or walk. So I just got a quick shortcut. No, I'm not walking back home, but actually riding back home because my partner decided to pick me up. Always interesting to ride through the signals. You get to see so many perspectives of people and how they deal with signals or rules. There you go. So when you are taking the turn, there are a bunch of people who want to cross. Yeah. This is probably one of my favorite roads in Bangalore because I feel like I'm driving past some scenery while scenery is actually Sankey on the right side. It just feels nice to ride around this path while people are honking at you and trying to overtake you. But yeah, feels nice and feels great. Cut ಮಾಡಿ ಕಟ್ಟ